this edition of Diaspora Central Spotlight. With me today, we have a voice that can be undeniably unrecognized. If you have heard it before, you would know whose it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Diaspora, by way of Houston, Texas, you have Miss Iman Naté in the building.
Hey.
Iman, thanks for joining us here at Diaspora Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh no, definitely. Come on, we can't have a show of this magnitude in Houston and not showcase some of the best talent that Houston has to offer. Now, I
appreciate you doing this for the people.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you are a person of multiple talents. Of course, you also a model, but vocally, you know exactly where you stand, and very few people can hang with that, and that's the reason why you are here. So, thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, definitely. So let's kind of go back and start, because we know that great people are not just born and let go to flourish. They start somewhere. A lot of influences come in its place. A lot of shoulders they lean on in order to be able to stand upright and shine. So we want to do that with you. We want to go through that journey with you so that you can actually tell us who those individuals are. Because at the end of the day, if we don't hear it from your own mouth, it may not be true.
Yeah. So you want to know like my inspirations musically?
Well, let's actually start with the simple things. Let's start with home, right? Yeah. How many siblings? Mom, dad.
Yeah. Well, as far as my inspirations from home, I would say when I was little, my mom used to sing around the house.
Okay.
A lot. That may be possibly where I got it from. I know my family does have an entertainment background on my mom's side. Lots of singers, rappers, artists. But I never really grew up around it.
Okay.
I'm from Pennsylvania. That's where I was born.
East Coast. East Coast.
Yeah, the East Coast. And my family's from like Baltimore, Maryland, that area. We moved out when I was young. I was like, I moved to Texas in like 4th grade. I went to like 4 different elementary schools.
Here in Texas?
Not here in Texas.
Oh, okay.
In Texas, I went to 2.
You went to 2. So let's go ahead and go. Let's go back and get those real briefly. So in Baltimore, because you know that's my neck of the woods. I'm from Washington D.C. I'm from that area, right? Yeah. So in Baltimore, what schools did you go to?
Well, my parents were from Baltimore, but I grew up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you grew up in Pennsylvania. Okay, so in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't remember my middle schools that I went to because I traveled so much when I was a kid.
Got you.
But I'm pretty sure like my preschool, my kindergarten was different than my 1st grade, 2nd grade. And then one year we moved to Arizona.
Okay.
And I was in Arizona for a year, and I had 3rd grade there. And right after that year was over, that's when we moved to Texas. And then I was 4th grade and 5th grade, but I moved cities. You know, Texas is so big. So
yeah. One good memory from Philadelphia that you can remember.
Yeah, of course, lots of good memories.
Yeah, give us one. Share one.
One of them that I love and that I hold on to still till this day is a lot of me and my cousins are around the same age. So when I was little, the weather is beautiful in the East Coast. I love it there. But we used to all have bikes, and because there were so many of us, we used to just ride around the city. And there's hills in Pennsylvania, not like Texas where everything is flat. But there's hills. So we used to go down this really big hill. At the time it was really big, but I don't think it's as big as we thought. I went to go visit and I was like, this is really not that big. But when I was little, I remember it being a really scary street, very scary hill, but we loved it. So we would get on our bikes and we would all ride down. It was called Cherry Hill. We used to all ride down Cherry Hill and just, pretty much be little hooligans around.
Okay, there you go. And one good memory from Arkansas.
From Arizona.
Excuse me, Arizona.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay. It's okay. I
yeah,
was like, Arkansas, I've never been there.
yeah. No, about
But
Arizona.
no, Arizona, one good memory about Arizona. Well, it's not, I wouldn't really call it a fun memory,
Okay.
but when I was in school,
Hmm.
it was a uniform school. We had to wear uniforms
Okay.
in third grade. Everybody had to wear uniforms in that middle school. But I distinctly remember this moment. I
Hmm.
was in class and I saw this little mouse run across my feet in class. This little mouse, I
Right.
can't stand mice,
Yeah.
ran across my feet. I'm freaking out. The teacher's teaching.
Hmm.
No one notices it but me. So everyone's just looking at me in class like, what's going on? I'm freaking out. I'm standing on my chair,
Oh
literally
wow.
standing on my chair, sitting on my desk now at this point. I'm like, there's a mouse, there's a mouse. Nobody sees it but me.
Right.
And I'm like, and then somebody finally saw it. I'm like, look, there it is. The whole class starts like freaking
It goes into a
out.
panic.
Yeah, and that was the funniest thing ever, actually.
Yeah.
And then I think the teacher finally scooted it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
All right.
that was a memory.
Now, Houston, Texas. You get to Houston, Texas. Let's start with Houston. At what point in your life did you realize that you had that touch for music or even for modeling?
Well, it started really when I was a kid, before
Mhm.
I even got to Texas.
Okay.
My parents actually named me after the model Iman,
Gotcha.
and she's from Somali, Africa. So
Mhm.
just growing up with that model name,
Right.
model mentality, and not only that, we lived right next to New York.
Mhm.
So when I was a kid, my granddad and
Mhm.
my mom, or whenever my mom was at work, my granddad would drive me to casting calls
Okay.
when I was a kid that I can't even remember. I was probably an infant. Literally, I
Right.
was a baby. I was
Right.
like 2 years old.
Oh
I
wow.
have one memory when I was 2 years old, literally,
Okay.
that I still remember. But
Mhm. What is that one? Can you share?
that one is actually, for the longest time,
Mhm.
I thought it was a dream.
Okay.
But I thought it was a reoccurring dream that was
Right.
happening. And what it was I was going up to a really tall, beautiful building. There was
Mhm.
like a concierge there, and I was with my grandmother, and we
Yeah.
would go up to her loft, I guess, at the time.
Okay.
And I finally told her, I was like, hey, I keep having the same dream over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm in New York with you. There's a concierge greeting us. We're going up to the top of the loft.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? She was like, Iman, that's not a dream. She's like, you stayed with me for a little bit when you were a kid. She's like, you were 2 years old. I was like, what? And then I was like, that's insane. But
Yeah.
yeah, New York still feels like home when I go there, even
There you
though
go.
I don't remember all the places I've been to in New York.
Right.
But when I go there, it feels like home.
Feels
I feel
home.
like I've been here multiple times.
Yeah. So you started modeling very early then in your
Yeah,
life.
when I
Yeah.
was a kid. Mhm.
So modeling came before singing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it came before singing.
Now-
And then I think just as I was growing up, I used to just sing. Like, my parents would get me a bunch of toys,
Right.
and I would put the toys aside. I remember I used to just shut my door in my room, and
Mhm.
they gave me a really big stereo.
Yeah.
2 big speakers.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was as big as I thought it was,
Yeah.
now, but when I was a
Right.
kid, I thought it was a huge stereo.
Yeah.
And my mom gave me these 90s CDs, all of her 90s CDs to play at the time,
Yeah.
which I remember were SWV, TLC, The Usher Confessions. It was Destiny's Child. I'm pretty sure Mario and Omarion was in there.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
Okay.
That was like my favorite tape. But
Yeah.
I used to play those CDs over and over again. Those were the only CDs that I had. So
Yeah.
I played them over and over and over. And the one song that I distinctly remember singing every day, all day in my room was All For You by Janet Jackson.
Gotcha.
And Weak by SWV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weak.
Those are my two
Yeah.
songs right there.
Yeah. Those are big songs.
They're amazing songs. They're
Now,
so fun.
Yeah. Now, did you get any formal training?
Any training when I was a kid?
Yeah. Any formal training? No formal training at all?
Nope. I used to just sing my little heart out, and until I got to high school. When I got to high school, then I took choir classes.
Got you.
All 4 years.
Okay.
And then I just recently got some vocal lessons last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what high school did you go to?
I went to Klein High School in Spring, Texas. Yeah.
All right. Now, are you still in that? Is that where hometown is for you? Spring?
No, I actually moved the middle of my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, still around the same area, but I'm not in the heart of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, cool. Great to know. All right, so let's go ahead and take our first break, and let's showcase one of your videos.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go. Let's start with your latest one.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shining
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah. Go ahead and introduce that for us.
Yeah. So this is my latest music video. It's called Shining Heavy, featuring Zapata. It's a really dope track. This track was pretty much about two people being infatuated with each other. We're hyping each other up. We're just, feeling great at the time. I think I was vibing with somebody at the time, and they just influenced me to write this song. And Zapata sent me an amazing verse. He wanted to work on the song with me. He actually produced the beat, and his flow is super dope, and our voices sound great together. So we just made it shake. So this is Shining Heavy.
All right, so Shining Heavy by Iman Naté right here on Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles. We'll be right back.
No peace at what them curtains hiding. Little baby, darling angel, you find from every angle. Branches of my heart is tangled. Worship you from lips to ankle. You shine like prism. No need for euphemism. Tell it like it ought to be. This obviously superstition. Like how you be so distant. I'm thinking of you when you pop up quick like in an instant. Figured that you were a big man, hoping I can manifest. Hold that thought, I can't ingest. If I told you that I got you, you ain't getting less. Little orange slice, moon shorty, you my Medi. Want me when you come in, gotta get my iris ready. Where you warming up the room, you keep the climate steady. Girl, you shining heavy. Yeah.
Paradise, that's what I feel when you're in my sight. Nothing like butter on the inside. When you look at me, these frequencies came to me like a melody. That's how I know it's real. Euphoric like a new thrill. Ooh, you're my new thrill. I was going crazy about you. I'm glad that you think about me too. Cause boy, when that call came through, my butterflies flew too. So glad that we're on the same page. Got something for you to participate in. I'ma demonstrate it. So bring your levy.
Hey, we are back. If you've just tuned in, you are now tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Iman Naté, that golden voice of Houston, Texas. Iman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually see you. You even have your studio set up right behind you. We can see a microphone.
Yeah, I got a little something going on,
making sure that you can get those references going.
Some slight, yeah.
Hey, every writer's gotta have something going on, because when you get that inspiration to write, you gotta be able to put it down.
For sure,
yeah.
Definitely.
Now, that was a hot video.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Who directed
a lot of J-Tech and this Bruce,
okay.
I guess was his name.
So what is that an actual filming company that did it for you, or you just picked different people to work on it?
They were actually referred to me by someone, and I checked out his work and I liked it, and yeah, I made something shake. Got you.
I got you. Now let's go into the production. Let's go into the actual. You already kind of broke down what brought about the song. The production. Now you primarily record. Let's go through your production process. You primarily record your references at home. We can see a microphone behind you, so we're just going into assumptions here.
No, actually, usually I actually don't use my mic at home as much as I wish I could. My environment is typically loud most of the time, very, very loud. So I don't really record here. I used to, but how my process works typically is, well, for this song, I wrote it down. I heard the beat. My homie Zapata, he's the producer and the feature on this track as well. He's super dope, super talented. He actually lives in a different state. And I met him about, like 5 years ago, one time.
Okay.
And ever since then, you know, we've just been vibing. Like his beats I vibe with all his beats. We have about 12 songs together or more, honestly. And there's probably more going to be coming.
Yeah.
But he's I'd like to call him my soul music producer, my soul music.
Gotcha.
But he sent me the beat and he was like, hey, this song is super dope. I already got an idea. Boom, boom, boom. Gonna send you my my verse. Yeah. And he sent his verse and I just kind of played off that. And I write music. Once I write and I got the melody in my head, that's pretty much how I write and create is the melody pops up, boom, I just start writing, I start flowing. Yeah. And then I mean, if the beat's there to help me, that definitely works.
But 12 songs,
just record it.
Yeah, 12 songs together, that's a catalog. That's a major catalog.
Yeah, we actually had planned I had planned to put together 2 separate EPs from that. But a lot of things have been happening, you know, just around in the world. So a lot of things have just been crazy. But we're definitely gonna have some more music out together. I'm working on a new sound right now, actually. I still do soul music, R&B, dance, hip hop, you know. Right now I'm tapping into my R&B hip hop side. So everybody will be seeing more of that soon. Yeah.
Now one thing about you, you have had the experience of actually being part of agencies in New York City when you were very little. And of course, being a triple threat is one of the things that you taught very early in that environment. Was that something that kind of influenced you and made you get into other aspects of the entertainment industry?
No, actually, I think that I've always just been artsy. I think it's just in my blood. The agencies that I was a part of when I was little, I don't even remember because I was so small. But just growing up, I've always loved that's just in me, like to dance, to sing, to model, to act, just to put smiles on people's faces. And that's also just how I express myself. It's just who I am. So I just, whenever I got to Texas and as I got older, like in middle school, I really wanted to take modeling seriously. So I tried different agencies over the years, taking modeling classes, acting classes. And I haven't found the right fit just yet, but I'm meeting a lot of new people. I feel like I'm totally in my prime right now. I'm blessed to be where I'm at right now. I've met so many amazing people and I believe in no time, you know, I'll be exactly where I've been aspiring to be since I was a kid. So.
There you go. Now have you had your acting debut yet?
Oh my gosh. Well, no, but I've been to different auditions. I haven't tapped into it too much, but I took on YouTube and TikTok and whenever people need me for movies and stuff, I've just acted in music videos, kind of less as a model, but I mean, if they need me for a script or anything like that, I definitely have been challenging myself and tapping into something.
Oh, okay. So you definitely got that pen to paper, also trying to put together a few skits, huh?
Yeah, for sure. I actually have a folder of all the agencies that I went to when I took those classes, and I saved all of the scripts that they handed out to us so I can practice at home. I have script techniques, acting techniques, makeup techniques for modeling, which I pretty much got down over the years.
Yeah. Now
I got some scripts on there.
Yeah. Now, music seems to be one of the fortes that you currently have, and you know that just like everyone else, we all have different backgrounds, different heritages, and different communities where we kind of reside in. So let's kind of try to establish your heritage a little bit. What is your heritage?
My heritage, like where I guess like where my
Yeah, grandparents,
side?
parents, and so yeah.
yeah. So I mean, in reference to music, I guess my R&B, my hip hop side comes from my family. Being from Baltimore, you know, Baltimore is, you know, what it's like over there, how it can be. It's different.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess that's where my attitude comes from.
Gotcha.
I say I have an East Coast attitude with Southern manners because I was raised here.
Yeah.
But my family, I mean, I'm from a biracial family, black and white, to sum it all up. But if I really want to get into it, I probably have to take one of those ancestry tests. But I'm for sure German and Polish and Welsh. Not Welsh, Welsh, but Welsh too.
Yeah, yeah. Wealthy Welsh. Right.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah. No, definitely. No, but
gratitude. I'm grateful.
Yeah, and part of the reason why I kind of wanted to go into heritage is because one of the things that a lot of times, and this is the age in which a lot of bullying tends to happen, and especially when you're an artist and you try to get into genres that are probably not predominantly considered to be a specific race genre, people tend to face a little bit of bullying, right? So based on your experience, what kind of words of encouragement would you have for someone who's probably starting up to come up just like you did at some point?
Honestly, I'm 50-50 with this because a part of me believes that you should just do you and not give a damn about what anybody thinks about you. Or, I mean, if you really vibe with the sound, and if it's not from your heritage, look into it, study it, talk to people who do it. Like for me, for instance, I plan on getting into a lot of Afro beats, but before I sing on a track, I'm going to surround myself with my Afro beat artists, my friends that are from Africa. They know the culture, it's in their blood, you know. So respectfully, you know, out of my respect for them and my ancestors, I want to truly know where I come from and what type of energy to bring on a track before I hop on it. Now, that's not the case in every case, but in this case, you know, when it comes to Afro beats or Caribbean beats, anything like that, I want to make sure that I understand the culture so I'm very visual and I'm all about energy. So when I'm there, I'm in the heart of it and I surround myself with that. That definitely helps me get that when I try new things. But overall, I would just say, do you, and just, I mean, don't think too much into it. If you vibe with something, shit, let it flow.
There you go.
Don't worry about what people think. I don't worry about what people think. I do me. So.
But we can understand that you do have right in there the little bit of authenticity. You want to be as authentic as possible, though.
Yes, definitely, of course. And when I write my music, like every single song is based on my personal experiences. So it's always real. It's always me. It's always right from the heart. So of course I would want to bring that. I want to be me. I don't want to be anybody else.
Yeah. So now we go into the quick questions. Do you play an instrument?
I'm teaching myself how to play the piano. I just recently, I tried playing the guitar. I couldn't get used to my fingers hurting, but I'm definitely going to pick it back up.
There you go.
I want to learn the electric bass. That's on my list to master the piano. And also I really want to get on those drums. Like I love drums, like the energy. It just looks so fun.
Right.
I was at an event that I got booked for, a modeling, a dance event that I got booked for. And they had a lot of instruments there, saxophone, drums. By the end of the night, everybody was just playing an instrument and we were vibing together and creating music together. I got on drums and it just made me really inspired. So I want to learn to play the drums now.
So naturally you have rhythm then, because drums require a lot of rhythm. And what about the coordination, the feet, the hands, and all that?
Like, technique. And I'm a dancer too, so I get all the way into it. I just let it flow.
No, that's definitely nice. Now, but you know that our fans always like to know, because if I don't ask those questions, they kind of send me nasty grams. They like, dude, why didn't you ask the question? So they want to know, what is your situation? Are you available? Are you willing to mingle? Those questions they too want to know. I'm
single, but you know, I'm a woman of many talents, so I don't like to force anything. I just like to let it flow naturally. If
There
it
you
happens,
go.
it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not going to force anything. But right now, I'm definitely focused on being the best I can be internally
Right.
and in the physical sense as well.
Yes.
And then I believe that along the way, the right person will come along.
There you go.
But
There
it's
you,
not my focus right now.
indeed.
But
So
I'll
if
make more.
yeah, indeed. So if you out there, you already heard, she's currently focused on self. So if you definitely want her, make sure that you focus yourself on yourself too, so that when you get with her, you will be together in order to be able to be with her. Now, what you got upcoming for this year, and what else is new going on with you?
Man, well, because I've been networking my butt off and finally seeing everything come together, I definitely will be releasing some singles. I'm not gonna lock any dates or anything like that, because I'm just letting everything flow. You know, I've definitely learned that when I try to control every single aspect of my career, then things could fall apart very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm just soaking up and learning from amazing people that are in the industry already, and they're there. So I'm just learning, and as I'm learning, I'm executing and making sure that things are gonna get done properly, so that I don't have a repeat
There you go.
My past.
Yeah, learning from those experiences, right? Yeah.
Yes.
No, definitely one of those good things. And listen, we appreciate you taking time off to sit down with us and give us that brief interview. This spotlight is definitely something that we would like to have. But you know what, our fans, they love to hear us talk, but they definitely enjoy your content. So you're gonna have to give us another video that we can show right now before we go into a quick break.
Definitely, yeah. If you guys would like to check out any of my other videos, I believe I have about 3 videos out right now.
Okay.
There's lots more that are going to be coming. You guys are going to be flooded with content, but my other video prior to that one, I believe, is Rain.
Okay.
I believe is Rain.
So you
Or
wanna?
Hey Little Love. You guys can check this out.
All right. So let's go into Rain by Iman Naté, and we'll be right back. This is Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles.
Who are you? What am I? What are we supposed to do now? You and I, we don't vibe no more, don't know what else to do now. At night I try to get so high to forget about you and what you do to me. Your eyes seem to be drenched in lies. I can't hide, no disguise. Your touch drowns me every time. You're like a drug I cry inside for. Try so hard but just can't ignore. I'm relapsing again, relapsing again. Friends say I should be without you. They know I'm not myself when I'm with you. You consume me in, consume me in. Can you hear me?
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you are tuned into Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Iman Naté from Houston, Texas. The golden voice of Houston. This lady's got crazy talent, cool, smooth videos. Definitely, you definitely creating a lane.
Thank you. My
Yeah.
own wave, my own lane. That's
Right.
what I like to hear.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
you're definitely creating a lane, and that's really good. That's the first thing that I noticed about you, is that you're creating a lane. So we all know that an artist, when they start to go that way, is not just by themselves. They have a good team around them. So won't you go ahead and give us those shout outs to the people that kind of hold you together and help you
Ooh,
create
that's-
Iman?
That's see about that.
Right.
I actually don't have a solid team
Okay.
right now. I'm actually doing a lot of things on my own and
Yeah.
starting over. But
Mhm.
I am in the process, of course, of building that team and,
Okay.
and finding those people that I can rely on.
Hmm.
But I will say that I've been working with a dope photographer that I really like. His name is Easy Photo. He's a super dope photographer. He has great vibes, great
Mhm.
energy,
Mhm.
honestly. And I really appreciate him.
Mhm.
I will say that. As far as my engineers, I would say the engineers that I've worked with on my previous tracks
Mhm.
were Tez Lamont, and his name is Drew
Okay.
from Wire Road and Oracle Studios. So I've worked with them in the past,
Mhm.
and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna grow. Just
All right.
gonna grow.
Okay.
Going, so.
And what about family members, friends? Any shout outs?
Yeah, family members, friends. Definitely shout out to my mom. Definitely shout out to my siblings.
Okay. No, go ahead and give us mom's name if you don't mind, and also your sibling names.
Yeah, so my mom's name is Lakeisha. You guys will probably see her. I definitely post her sometimes every now and then on my
Mhm.
social media because my mom's funny. She's like my twin, you know. So she's definitely my twin. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you guys will definitely probably see her around. But
Yeah.
definitely shout out to my amazing friends.
Mhm.
Y'all already know who y'all are. They'll hold your girl down. My friend Hannah, my friend Alyssa,
Okay.
my friend Rachel, Taylor, Ivy, you know,
Yeah.
all my girls.
Okay. And what about your siblings? Give us
Yeah,
the
my
names.
siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to them. One of my brothers is in the army right now,
Mhm.
so he's not really on social media like that.
Gotcha.
But my brother, he holds it down, and my
Yeah.
sister, so my fam, they hold it down
All right.
for the most part.
Okay. And now give us your social media handles so that people know where to find you and how to get in touch
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, my social media handles, we have Instagram, Iman Naté _, same thing as my Twitter, Iman Naté _. My YouTube channel is just Iman Naté. If you don't know how to spell it, it's IMAN. That's how you spell my first name, and middle name Nate.
All right.
So Iman Naté.
All right. So anywhere, if you need to find her, you just gotta do Iman Naté. Iman, it's been,
Naté.
yeah, indeed. It's been a pleasure having you on this program. And listen,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, definitely. The next time we do a profile interview on you, you gotta come and visit us here at the studio so that we can take as much time as we need to actually dig deep into you and kind of check out more of your content. And maybe one of these days we actually come out and check out one of your sessions. How about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right. We appreciate you taking time to join us and share these few minutes with us. It's been a great pleasure. And as I always like to close, if we don't do it for ourselves, who will? So we're going to go ahead and show a little bit more of your last, of another one of your videos, of your third video. So just go ahead and set it up for us.
Sure, yeah. A third one. So
yeah.
my other music video that I have out is Hey Little Lover. That was my first music video I've done
There you go.
ever. So for those of you that have seen music videos, don't be judging me. That was
There
my
you go.
first one ever anyways. But
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
No, but it is okay for them to judge. You know why? Because when they judge, they see the growth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Boom.
So it's okay. It's okay for them to judge because when they judge, they see the growth. So go ahead. What's the title of the video again?
The show is Hey Little Lover.
Yeah. So Hey Little Lover by Iman Naté. This is her first video. Iman, thank you. Until next time. Peace.
Thank you.
Hey little lover, now you do some sneaking round. Round and round you go. Say you were different, but I knew something was up. What's the use to explain? You played me like a taste, so I won't gonna cut you off like a string this time. You won't cross my lines. You're like bait in my waters now. I'm a siren, boy, you're going down. Down, 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 down. Make you miss what you will never have. Overlooks me now, I'm in your past. Have you wishing and wishing I wasn't just a vision? Have you kissing at my feet, wishing that you were